We traveled 286 days in our Sprinter van to all 50 states and decided to test out our sea legs in a 48-hour challenge at sea. Okay, docked safely. Living on a houseboat. So come along with us on this adventure. We packed up our belongings and drove 2 hours to the Vols home city of Knoxville. Our dogs didn't have a choice but to join us on this adventure. Don't feel sorry for them, they are very spoiled. The entrance to the marina was next to a Ruth's Chris, which is such an odd name if you think about it. It would be like if I tried to name a restaurant Mia's Jeremy. Anyway, our home for the next 2 days was docked in a gated community on the water. We felt like a bunch of hobbits making our way to Mordor trying to carry all of our luggage and 2 dogs in one trip. A journey not for the faint of heart. Now, I had only seen pictures from the listing, but the pictures were spot on. Being magically transported to a groovy time capsule of shag carpets and wood paneling. A big positive is that we had a full kitchen and we're planning to get our Ina garden on.
Amazing!
A big negative is that we regrettably planned to do the grocery shopping once we got into town. And just like our ancestors went out to hunt and gather, we headed to the nearest Kroger to pick out pre-packaged meat and gather things into our cart. Once we got back, we were able to get a better look around the houseboat. This houseboat had all of the bells and whistles in the 70s, which are understandably outdated today. So we grabbed our bell-bottoms and tie-dye tops and did the hustle as we explored the 3 levels of this boat. This houseboat is a 1977 Whitecraft 50 Gold Coast cruiser, if that means anything to you.
Alright, so let's do a quick walk through the van. Excuse me, I keep saying the van. The boat. We've seen the living room, which is over here. So as you venture past the kitchen, you go this way. You get the fridge here, the bathroom here, which we'll come back to. As we come up the stairs, this is what we call the captain's quarters. And yes, I know what you're thinking. I am not the captain. Me as the captain. This is how I get us safely home to harbor every night as we set sail. I'll stop saying nonsense and we'll continue on. If you have more than 2 people and need some more places to sleep, come down these stairs. And you have these 2 little beds. It's great for playing footsie at night if you want to just kind of tickle feet together. On the front of the boat, you can definitely feel it moving a lot more than the back of the boat, and you can hear the water hitting the side of it. Alright, back up here is something the van did not really have, which is ta-da, a bathroom. Come on in, the water's a little smelly. There's a shower in here, which I actually used yesterday, and it was not that bad. Obviously sink, toilet. To flush the toilet, you press this button. Mia said it's like for bank tellers if they're getting robbed. You press that button. No bathroom is complete without more bunk beds. So down here there are 2 more beds that are actually really comfortable, and we almost slept on them last night. It was just kind of a pain to get us all down there. So you just lay in here, you can turn your little light on, do some reading. This is what I pictured sleeping quarters look like in a boat. And this is what definitely feels like the van is sitting up and going wham! Nailing your head on that.
Sea dogs.
Hey little sea dogs. Oh, also, in this room, if you open the door, this little door leads to those other bunks up front.
Toulouse, how are you liking the boat? I think he likes it. Steluna, how are you liking the boat? She doesn't seem to like it as much.
Alright folks, this is very tricky. Not many can figure this out. This takes a highly scientific person, but to turn all the water on, turn that switch up. And then, you're not going to believe this, but to turn it all off, yes, in fact, down.
Yes, but how many times have we left it up?
If the owner watches this, we never left it up. In reality, a lot of the time.
This is a little 8-track radio. The 8-track player doesn't work, but the radio does. Ooh. Come on, Luna. You can access the top part of the boat from the back, but you can also access it from this side door. As the sun set, we were ready to relax and see what the night would bring us.
Ready to party!
Since we were done exploring inside, we decided to take our exploration outdoors with our pups in tow. There is nothing more eerie than a marina at night. Talk about the perfect beginning of a scary movie plot of an innocent family trying to enjoy each other's company by booking a houseboat together, only to be murdered in their sleep. Alright, I'm exaggerating, but it will definitely give you the heebie-jeebies. The marina was connected to a greenway that takes you down along the water past a couple of local hotspots. One of the hotspots being Calhoun's Restaurant, where you can enjoy riverfront views with mediocre food. I don't know what it is about hot, humid nights in the South, but it will bring out the entertainment whether you want it or not. As we weave through the chaos, we were slapped in the face with a reminder of our days on the open road, where we had no idea what our days or nights were going to look like, and you were forced to live in that moment. Eventually, we made it back to our home on the water and decided to get tucked in for the night. Our host promised us that the pull-out couch was the coziest bed in the joint. And boy, was he a big, fat liar. How was your first night on a boat?
The boat portion was fine. The pull-out couch was tough. It was tough. Pull-out couches have that.
What we were in was fine. What we were on was not fine.
Yes.
Not only did the middle bar jab us in the backs all night, but the curtains seemed to be made of saran wrap, letting every drop of morning sun in to pierce our eyes.
It's an electric stove. This is the only bad part is you gotta lean forward to avoid that if you're tall. The most important thing this boat has that the van does not is unlimited water.
And we don't have to worry about cleaning out the gray tank. Tired and in pain, we were forced to start our day. We decided to take advantage of this quiet college ghost town and paint the town red. I mean orange. You know, 'cause the Vols. If you've ever been to Knoxville during the school year, you are met with the Vols fan club so intense that it gives off cultish vibes. I mean, does anyone ever look good in orange? Jeremy and his entire family all went to UT, so they radiate that intense fanfare. While I, on the other hand, as an outsider looking in, watch it with bewilderment and slight fear. What's the significance of the chicken?
This is known as Chicken City, so there's actually more chickens than people. Who wore it better, you or Dolly?
Well, then I need this.
You ready for one?
Yeah.
Even a blind squirrel finds an acorn now and then. I've fallen on stony ground. We've all seen sicker dogs that got well. A good attitude is like kudzu. It spreads. You know what that is?
No.
It's a southern vine plant.
This is perfect for the amount of coffee I drink in one day. Should I get it?
How many ounces?
Doesn't say. 2.5 quarts.
Do the math.
We found the perfect cookbook.
We could write this book easily. This is what we're having for dinner when we get back home. Oop. Spaghetti and chicken stuffed spaghetti squash. That actually sounds really good. Ladies and gentlemen, one night only, it's on top of Old Smoky. On top of... Oh, sorry. I'm not getting it with my nails. On top of Old Smoky.
We're gonna cross that off his future career list.
I've never played in front of people before. I'm just so nervous. This is what I always wanted on the trip. Was to ring this when I was done cooking.
Downtown Knoxville is like a rebellious mixtape of southern charm and urban quirkiness, where historic architecture rubs shoulders with modern coffee shops and the Tennessee River runs through it like the star of its own show. It's like a barbecue sauce stain on a business suit, a honky-tonk jam session in a high-rise office building, and a hot chicken food truck in the midst of a genteel tea party. In short, it's a place where y'all meets yoga and cowboy boots exist with craft beer. Oh, Jeremy, when's the last time you've been to downtown Knoxville?
Pre-COVID, 2019, 2020 maybe? I hadn't been there in quite a while.
I've never been there.
What were your impressions? What did you think it was going to be like?
I honestly felt like I was back on the road. Like, there was a lot of elements that we would see at different cities along the way. That was cool, getting to check out a city that is near and dear to your heart.
Good old Knoxville. Good morning, welcome to our morning show on a boat. How are you doing today, Mia? Oh, that's good to hear. I'll tell you what, the funniest thing happened this weekend with one of my dogs, let me tell you. Sorry, this is what she puts up with.
Would you travel on a boat, like a houseboat or a sailboat?
Yeah, I mean, it's significantly bigger than the van.
I know, we have so much room. Like, look at that.
Look at all this floor space.
So much room for activities.
Walk around. I mean, I could live on this thing easily, for sure.
But docked, or would you be fine out at sea? I feel like we're not going out to sea, but like staying along the coast.
I could do this.
Like we're going across the Atlantic.
I don't know if it would get too rocky.
You have more room above your head.
Yeah, I can actually stand up straight, but in the van I'm like slightly bent down. Which kitchen is bigger, this one or our van kitchen?
I feel like it's the same. Same.
It is about the same.
Overall, we enjoyed our endeavor on the high seas. It beats sleeping in a Walmart parking lot. And if that's our standard for enjoyment, then we are made in the shade.
Next stop, outer space.
And with that, we packed up our things, waved goodbye to the old sea bag, and hit the road back to our rootin' tootin' bachelor party filled big little town of Nashville. Oh boy,